Respected Shri Patil Sir, respected Mr. Rashmin Sanghvi, the inaugural speaker of the intensive course, Paresh Shah, Chairman, International Taxation Committee, Varsha, past President, immediate past President, the Speaker of the next session, Manoj, past President Parimal Bhai, my colleagues in the Marine Council, and dear friends. Good morning and welcome you to all to this intensive course on FEMA. Friends, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act 1973 was in operation at a time when there was acute shortage of foreign exchange in our country. It contained draconian provisions to prevent loss of foreign exchange. With liberalized policies introduced by our present Prime Minister Dr. Rashmin Sanghvi in the early 90s, foreign trade and commerce grown and foreign exchange position improved. The provisions of FERA was felt unrealistic and against economic growth. Consistent with the emerging trend of globalization, the government considered imperative to liberalize the economy by announcing new industrial policy in 1991. After delay of few years, FERA was replaced by Foreign Exchange Management Act (FEMA). As the name suggests, there was a paradigm shift from regulation of foreign exchange to management of foreign exchange. FEMA introduced many new concepts like current and capital account transactions, definition of person resident in India, removal of power to arrest, etc. Since then, the liberalization continued, and India in today sitting comfortably with a foreign exchange and forex reserve of US$ more than 300 billion. With comfortable forex position, today we residents are permitted to remit money abroad under various schemes to meet expenses for hospitalization, foreign study, maintenance of dependents, etc. Also, non-residents can invest in Indian companies without any restrictions under automatic route. Of course, there are certain procedures to be followed. Recently, RBI also allowed foreign direct investment in LLPs under automatic route, for certain segments. With so much traffic of foreign exchange, it has become imperative for us professionals to know this enactment and advise our client for their businesses. Keeping that in mind, for the first time, the Chamber has arranged this basic course. The committee has crafted this course very well, and I am glad that we have received an overwhelming response. In fact, we had to deny enrollment as the course was oversubscribed. I congratulate the committee for conceptualizing and designing such a useful program. Before I hand over the proceedings to the chairman, as per the statistics of participants given to me, there are about 129 participants, and out of which there are 56 non-members. I would suggest all the non-member participants to become member of the chamber and continue to take benefit of the educational activities conducted by the chamber. I take this opportunity to make you known about the chamber and its activities. Established in the year 1926, the chamber is not-for-profit organization with its mandate to disseminate knowledge in the field of taxation, corporate and allied laws, and accounting and finance. The chamber caters to the needs of professionals both in practice as well as in the industry. It has a robust membership of more than 3,500 professionals comprising of chartered accountants, tax consultants, company secretary, and advocates. Chamber operates through various committees, each catering to a specific area. The committees organize programs on various topics such as direct taxes, indirect taxes, international taxation, and allied laws. Knowledge sharing and dissemination is carried out through various conferences, seminars, study circles, study groups, residential refresher course, and publications. Chamber also publishes a monthly journal titled The Chamber's Journal. The journal is well appreciated by the readers, and it finds place in libraries across India. Chamber manages 2 libraries at prominent places like Aikar Bhavan and Pratyakshakar Bhavan, which are widely used by professionals. These libraries have more than 4,000 titles and all leading law journals and magazines. The Chamber is also active in making representations to Ministry of Finance and Tax Departments. In recent years, the Chamber has acted as a catalyst and has contributed substantially to the development of better tax laws, administration, and compliances. With this brief remark, I will now hand it over the proceedings to the Chairman, Paresh Bhai. Thank you.
respected participant, learned keynote and inaugural speaker, respected Rashmin Sanghvi, President Sri Adil Desai, my principal coordinator of the course, Varsha Talwandkar, seniors in the profession, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to all of you to this allied gathering on Friday, Saturday, and the next Friday, Saturday. As my president said, this is one of the first of its kind, the course on FEMA designed by the chamber. There had been a courses earlier, 1 day course, 2 days course, 3 days course. But this has all elements of FEMA spreading over 4 days and almost 16 sessions. The course is designed for practitioners as well as non-practitioners. I would not say beginners because over a period of 14 years, last 14 years when FEMA has been liberalized, and it has become FEMA. The activities of non-resident, activities of foreigners have become generic in India. The most of the provisions of FEMA, which are affecting the day-to-day activities, have been a matter of general knowledge. So therefore, in view thereof, the course has been designed for practitioners as well as non-practitioners. Coming to the design and structure of the course, then you will find from the 16th session as has been designed, you might come across overlapping session, overlapping discussion on the subject. This has been deliberately designed as such because looking at the participation list, we have mix of veterans, practitioners and the beginners or non-practitioners. I found, I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw the list of participants. We have very senior people, we have executive assistant of very senior top professionals and the like, and various seniors who want to know about FEMA or they want to know in detail about the FEMA. So therefore, we have started with the Rashmin Bhai, who is the guru of all gurus and who is guru for all of us. My special thanks to Rashmin Bhai, friends, because as an inaugural speaker, nobody gives any note. I specifically requested Rashmin Bhai that your wisdom, your more than 35 year experience cannot be remembered by anybody who is listening for 30, 45 minutes. So therefore, if you can give us something which will work as a treasure for all of us. So, as an exceptional case, he has obliged to our request. For that, I make special thanks to Rashmin. Then we have overview of the FEMA provisions by none other than our past President Manoj Shah. He is going to take 2 sessions and then followed by BCA past President Mayur Nayak, again stalwart in profession and in FEMA, going to tell us how to read FEMA, how the structure of the FEMA is designed, what are the logics, what are the policy measures, so that we understand the underlying logic behind the law. Once we understand the underlying logic behind the law, perhaps all of us can frame the law. And thereafter, we have touched upon this specific transaction one after another. We have export and import of goods and services. Then we have miscellaneous remittances, we have borrowings, we have foreign direct investments, we have foreign direct investment, non-FDI, we have borrowings, we have education, that if there are defaults, how do we address these situations? How do we address the contraventions? Whether there is any possibility of compounding it, on what circumstances we can compound, in what circumstances we cannot compound. Then we have case studies, which will cover all the possible issues on interpretation as well as on the fact across FEMA, which will give you an impetus of completely revising FEMA in one session. So, and then lastly, followed by the brain trust session, we have one of the finest professionals called Hitesh Gajaria from KPMG, and Mr. Anup Shah, P.P. Shah, from the son of Dr. P.P. Shah, as the brain trustees. And therefore, those who are not a practitioners, for them, this will be a great beginning, and perhaps at the end of the course, I would think they may change their mind to start practice under FEMA. And for those who are veterans, practitioners, I'm sure it will revise, refresh your latest trend and changes, and give an opportunity to interact with the top professionals here on FEMA and clarify certain doubts, and also share your knowledge with the juniors who are just beginning or they are just starting practice on FEMA. With these few words, friends, I'm really once again overwhelmed by your presence, and therefore our responsibility is now increased substantially, looking at the combination and the structure of the participants. Coming to the pleasant task of introducing the inaugural speakers, Rashmin Bhai. Friend, as I told you earlier, we all know Rashmin Bhai very well. I'm only attempting to introduce you for the benefit of those who have perhaps not heard or not known Rashmin Bhai. He is again a crusader to begin the emanation of knowledge on FEMA and international taxation for the last 20 years or more. He is the person who, along with another guru, Dilip Bhai Thakkar, has started this mission to introduce FEMA to the chartered accountants, which was the prerogative of only lawyers. He is specializing in FEMA, specializing in international taxation and the international economics. He has delivered several lectures, authored various papers, including he has been a faculty to the training course of the Government of India CBDT at National Academy of Direct Taxes, Unit Trust of India, and several other organizations. I would only say he is so humble. If you see his preface to the paper, he says, it is an attempt of a blind man to touch the elephant. So, where are we putting ourselves? So, this is the humbleness and the humility which Rashmin Bhai carries with him all the time wherever he goes. With these few words of introduction, may I request Rashmin Bhai to present a memento as a love and affection towards Rashmin Bhai. Before I request Rashmin Bhai to take his inaugural session, may I request Patil Saab to say a few words of blessing to all of us, and then we will formally inaugurate the conference, and then Rashmin Bhai will take the charge of the floor. Thank you very much.
My dear friends, I am too enthusiastic to speak on international law. I have spoken on all the possible topics on taxation program, but never on international law. My brothers, sisters, all are abroad. I have never gone abroad. I had so many opportunities, but I refused to go abroad. So, such a natural person should not have gone international law. But when you are an international law problem, I refer to my dear Rashmin Sanghvi. After the so why should study? So I'll pass on to Rashmin.
I will request dignitaries on the dais as well as the office bearers and past presidents to come to the inauguration line to inaugurate the conference.
Patil sir, with your blessings.
Rashmin bhai, would you like to? Yeah, mic is yours.
Good morning, friends. With the blessings of my Guru Patil sir, I would make some presentation before you. And let me make one addition to what Paresh bhai had said. We are all lucky in Mumbai, especially, and in tax profession, to have so many gurus like Patil sir, who have always taught us. I have learned from him, I have learned from Pradyuman bhai, I have learned from Dilip bhai Thakkar. We have no dearth of gurus in Mumbai. That is our privilege. And we are just passing on the knowledge. Also, the chairman had assured me right in the beginning that all the people present here are experts in FEMA. Because he has told me that this is an advanced level course. I need not go into technical interpretations of the law. I should straight away go at advanced level. So with that assurance, I will make a inaugural presentation before you, which is not at all touching interpretation of FEMA as such. Probably it will be helpful to you. We have Income Tax Act, where the objective is very simple. The government wants money. That is one line objective. Government wants money. That is the objective. Company law has the objective of regulating company management. What is the objective of FEMA? I am asking some fundamental question. If there is a law, see, we are all free citizens of a democratic country. Nobody can regulate us, prohibit us or restrict us except with a specified purpose, a specified objective and as permitted by the Constitution. So what is the objective of FEMA? I am asking this question, leaving it with you, and probably in next 10 to 15 minutes the objective will be clear. What is money? On this talk I have made full presentation, so here I will cover it up only in 2 minutes. Today we are using Indian rupee, paper money, which has zero intrinsic value. The paper money which we get has no value. Rupee by definition means a coin made of silver, rupa. Okay. Rupee used to be made of silver. British government, American government, they have used coins made of gold. And in India, 200 years back, probably there were more than 700 kings. And a trader from Kashmir who would be trading with a trader from Maharashtra had no foreign exchange restriction. And he was not worried about the value of the currency which he was using. Why? Why are we today worried about the value of the rupee or the value of dollar? Why there is a huge amount of speculation on exchange rates? There used to be no such speculation. India never needed any exchange control in the past. So what is it that has made this law necessary? You can have Indian Penal Code. There used to be fights, robbery, murder for thousands of years. So Indian Penal Code is a necessity. What is the need for FEMA? When a trader from Kashmir carried his coins in his money bag or money purse, and supposing he went to Kerala, the kingdom of Kerala would have a different coin altogether and they would have no difficulty in exchanging, because each king's coin carried the intrinsic value in the coin itself. The young people may not know here, we had a pie. Pie was something less than 1 paisa. Even that was made of copper. And that copper carried the value of whatever was stated there. Today we have paper money which has zero intrinsic value. Why should you accept it? Why should I accept it? When a farmer produces rice or wheat after his hard labor and he sells that rice, why should he accept something which has no intrinsic value? This is a whole subject of economics. I will not go more into detail, but Government of India has assured to maintain the value of rupee. When government passes a law and makes rupee as a legal tender, it is government's responsibility to ensure that the value is maintained. And I am not making a hypothetical statement. Section 26 of the Reserve Bank of India Act very clearly says that central government guarantees issue of all currency notes, whether the notes are issued, coins are issued by central government or by Reserve Bank. Central government guarantees them. What do you mean by guarantee? As we know, money has 3 functions. It is an instrument for exchange, so that barter system is not necessary. Then it is a store of value. If you have saved money and you keep it in rupee instead of keeping it in rice or wheat or any perishable commodity, you find that it is convenient to store your savings, to store your wealth. And it is a measurement. These are the 3 functions: exchange, store and measurement. These 3 functions are fundamentals of economics. If you issue good money, it will circulate everywhere in the world. If you issue bad money, that money will be out of circulation. Now what is bad? Let us say I issue a check. I take loan from you of ₹1,00,000 and I issue a check or a guarantee that today if you want the money back, I'll give you ₹1,00,000. After 1 year, I'll give you 90,000. And after 2 years, I'll give you 78,000. Will you accept it? Nobody will accept it when you are giving me a loan today. And every year, instead of increasing, it goes on reducing. The fact is that all the money which you and I have is our loan to Government of India. Because government has not paid us anything. When I accept 100 rupee note, it is my loan of 100 rupee to Government of India. It looks a radical statement, but this is a fact. Just reflect upon it. You are using money in the faith that its value will be maintained. But this government every year depreciates your loan by 10%, 15%, 14%. Who will keep this money? Only a person who doesn't understand arithmetic. The businessman who might not have studied BCom, who might not have studied economics at all, he knows that if he holds cash, the value continuously drops. So he will either buy gold, he will buy immovable property, or by Hawala he will send the money outside India and keep in a currency which country assures that the value of their currency will be maintained. At least there has to be an attempt. The government must try, the central bank must try to maintain the value. They may not be able to maintain is a different thing, but they must at least attempt. What is Government of India's performance? What is Reserve Bank's performance? So I am presenting before you a report card on Reserve Bank's performance, and I am putting up positives and negatives before you, and then you be the examiner. You give marking. Let us say Reserve Bank is attempting a paper, CA paper, and you are the examiner where you are supposed to give 100 marks. How much marks you will give, please tell me after 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The positives of Reserve Bank of India, where probably you can give positive marks. There are several nations which have gone insolvent. And I am talking, let us say, from 1947, because before 47 things happened, there were different things, we don't go into it. Countries like Mexico and Argentina have gone repeatedly insolvent. Germany went insolvent after Second World War. Russia went insolvent in 1992. And there is a series of countries, I have written the names of those countries which have gone insolvent in the past. Since 47 till now, India has also suffered crisis. And the worst crisis was in the year 1991. And those of you who were reading papers in 91 would remember that Dr. Manmohan Singh, as the finance minister, asked 100 tons of gold to be physically lifted and sent it to Britain. This was our guarantee that we will pay the money, kindly give us loan. And then IMF gave us loan, and the whole liberalization process started, and country today is quite different from what it was before 91. In the year 1997, there was a Southeast Asian crisis where 5 nations went insolvent. Why they went insolvent? Again, I have written a whole paper on it, but today I take it for 3-4 minutes. Point is, when those 5 countries went insolvent, there was an attack on Indian rupee also. The speculators made a serious attack on Indian rupee, but rupee survived. Rupee did not go down. So maintaining the stability of our economy as a whole is the success of our finance ministry and Reserve Bank of India. Of course, the even worse crisis was in the year 2008, when United States went through a huge turmoil. Of course, they say it was a global crisis. The crisis started with USA. USA was badly hit because of the greed of the American bankers. The crisis spread to Europe, and the Europeans were also seriously affected. Rest of the world was affected because these countries transferred their crisis onto others. How did they transfer their damages and huge losses